connects us to our schools, to our places of worship, to our businesses, and making sure that we can do that in a safe way. We are here to celebrate this amazing 4-mile stretch of sidewalk that makes our community safer and more accessible. Today, you will hear from Commissioner Briones, Dr. Doug Killian, the Cy-Fair ISD Superintendent, Ted Verling, the Chief Operations Officer at Katy ISD, a senior at Cypress Lakes, Saran Norris, and a junior at Cypress Lakes, Alexis Woodall. Also, I want to acknowledge a few people who are here in the crowd today. Lynette Bellamy, the principal at Cypress Lakes. Kendra Camarena, the trustee-elect at Cy-Fair ISD. The chief
my Harris County Precinct 4 team. Can you please raise your hand if you're a part of the team that made this work possible? Every day they energize me to my core. We talk a lot about heart, hustle, and higher standards, and they embody it and they inspire me every single day as we deliver and execute with excellence for the community. So thank you, team. And I especially want to thank Angel Hinojosa, if you could stand. Angel, he quarterbacked this sidewalk project. And today's actually his last day at Precinct 4. He has a phenomenal new opportunity, and we're thrilled for him and his family, and Trustee Hinojosa, his better half. Thank you, Angel, for everything that you have done and will do for our community. And their son, one of two of their sons, Angel, is here. He is in college, future engineer, so he will continue to make our community safer and stronger. And to Constable Albritton and all of the Constable deputies from Harris County Precinct 5. Constable, could you please, let's thank them for their service. And to all of our law enforcement officers in the over 70 agencies in Harris County, we thank you for your service and sacrifice to keep us safe. So we appreciate you so much. And to our students, most importantly, I'm so thrilled. I can't wait to hear from two of them today. And you make us so proud, and our future is bright. So thank you. So I'm so happy to be here, not only as your Harris County Commissioner, but more importantly as a former educator and as the proud daughter of teachers and as the proud mom of 3 little girls. I talked with my team and we heard you all loud and clear. Your phone calls, your emails, all of the times y'all showed up at our town halls, the concerns that we were hearing from parents, from residents, that funding was being cut for buses, that kids were walking to school in ditches, in the mud, folks pushing baby carriages, individuals with disabilities who weren't able to get to their church or the nearest bus stop or the supermarket. We heard you loud and clear, and I told my team we are going to take action and we are going to do it in a way that Harris County has never seen. So I am so proud that they were able to complete 50 miles of sidewalk in 1 year, which has never been done in Harris County history. Thank you, team. Again, heart, hustle, and higher standards. I was like, not on our watch when our kids are walking to school in unsafe conditions. But then we're not going to stop there. So then we launched Sidewalks for Precinct 4 Part 2, which is an additional 25 miles that will be completed before the next school year. So thank you, 75 miles total. And I am so thankful because, again, a sidewalk is the way we are connecting our community and keeping our community safe. And today in particular, I am so thankful. I told him all I want for Christmas is sidewalks. Literally, I'm like, all I want for Christmas is sidewalks. And today we're celebrating this 4-mile stretch which connects Cy-Fair ISD with Katy ISD, two of the fastest growing school districts, not only in Texas, but in the United States of America. So to offer that safety for our students, again, fills my heart. And this is what community and connection and safety is all about. We know that in a 5-year period, there was at least 22 crashes in this area. This stretch of 4 miles will connect 9 schools, 11 religious organizations, 3 health centers, and dozens of businesses. So thank you again for making this happen. We were also very, very focused on certain elements, Morton Road, 99 to Willamette Drive, Psalms Road, Franz Road to West Green Boulevard, West Green Boulevard from Highland Knolls to Park York Drive, and then Westheimer Place Drive from Westheimer Place Park to Kensley Drive. These are additional segments that we are working on with, again, the heart, hustle, and higher standards that Precinct 4 aims to every single day. And so as I just, again, look around, as we get ready for the holidays, and we think of these points of connection, my ask is that we continue to come together because so much unites us. We all want a better life for ourselves and our family. We want a more affordable life. We want economic opportunity. We want our kids to be safe. And this is what it's about, coming together as a community to get things done. Government listening and delivering, and to all of those who made it happen, including the fabulous contractors that worked with us, thank you, thank you, thank you. So together, one sidewalk at a time, let us keep building a safer, stronger community, and this is what fills me with pride and gives me hope for the future. I'm going to do a very abbreviated version in Spanish. Bueno, buenos días a todos. Soy Lesley Briones, su comisionada del Condado Jerez, Precinto 4, y estoy muy feliz de estar aquí, no solamente como su comisionada, pero como mamá y como ex maestra, porque estamos celebrando banquetas, 75 millas de banquetas, que va a ofrecer seguridad, conexión, igualdad a nuestra comunidad. Ya hemos construido 50 millas de banquetas en solo un año. Esto fue historia para el Condado Jerez. Y ahora hemos destinado $16 millones adicionales para construir nuevas banquetas. Serán 25 millas más repartidas en 15 ubicaciones. Y para fin de este año escolar serán 75 millas de banquetas en total. Estamos reforzando las conexiones seguras para nuestras familias y hoy mismo estamos celebrando 4 millas nuevas de banquetas sobre Greenhouse Road, la calle de Greenhouse, y ahora conecta los distritos escolares de Katy y de Cy-Fair, 2 de los distritos más grandes y de más rápido crecimiento en Texas y en los Estados Unidos. Y sabemos la necesidad. Durante 5 años hubo 22 accidentes aquí mismo. Y ahora, con estas banquetas hay conexiones y seguridad a 9 escuelas, 11 centros religiosos, 3 centros de salud y decenas de negocios. Y las familias ya están usando estas banquetas cada día para ir al supermercado, para ir a escuela, para ir a la casa. Y tu voz importa muchísimo a mí y mi equipo. Estamos escuchando en nuestras asambleas públicas, llamadas telefónicas y encuestas. Al escucharte, identificamos además 4 nuevas ubicaciones y ya están en construcción. Yo no tengo paciencia, tenemos que tomar acción porque nuestras familias están esperando. Y estas banquetas conectarán escuelas, senderos, parques, centros religiosos y más. Y vamos a completar estas para Navidad. Así, banquetas para Navidad Felicidades. Y construyendo una comunidad más segura y fuerte, una banqueta a la vez. Es el honor de mi vida estar sirviendo como su comisionada, pero más que nada soy mamá. Y para mí cuidar a nuestros hijos en la comunidad cada día, hacerlo más seguro, es sumamente importante. Quiero agradecer a todos los socios de Katy ISD y Cy-Fair ISD y nuestras fuerzas del orden del Constable Precinct 5 y también a todo mi equipo del Condado Precinto 4. Estamos sirviéndolo con todo el corazón y con toda la alma que ustedes merecen. Y bueno, muchísimas gracias. Again, 75 miles of sidewalk. Let's keep it going. Let's unite. Let's get it done because that is what our families deserve. So Merry Christmas, Sidewalks for Christmas. And with that, please help me welcome our Cy-Fair ISD Superintendent, Dr. Killian.
That's okay. Thank you so much, Commissioner. We so appreciate everything that Precinct 4 does. And I just wanted to come here and tell you how thankful we are. You know, in terms of entities, I can't think of another one that we work with so well. Our staff really enjoys picking up the phone and calling you. We know that if we call the constable's office for Precinct 4, we're going to get help. If we call the Precinct 4 staff for maintenance and operations, we're going to get help. And that's because of the great partners you really are. And that just doesn't just happen. Ted and I were talking before we walked up here. Ted's from Katy. And, you know, it's just refreshing to be able to have that sense of community and that partnership with another entity. And it doesn't always happen, but we can count on Precinct 4 to be those wonderful partners. That's just a blessing to us. And in this time when we're supposed to be giving thanks for everything in our community, and we really should say to Precinct 4, the staff here, also the commissioner, you guys are wonderful. So this sidewalk is just a representation of how we work together and how you guys think of all of us. It's not just about the safe routes to school, it's also an opportunity for our community to get out, get some exercise, and do something safe, and then get to different places in our community. We love you for this. We really do appreciate you, and I really am thankful for that partnership. With that, I would love to introduce Ted with Katy ISD, and I'm sure he has some other loving words for y'all. But thank you. You are a blessing to us, Commissioner. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, on behalf of Katy ISD, the superintendent, our school board, Dr. Gorski would have loved to be here this morning. He's pulled away for another event, but I echo the words of Dr. Killian. We work at Katy ISD, we work with 3 different counties, umpteen subdivisions, political subdivisions, and I can tell you there is not one that is more responsive than Precinct 4, and I do think that it's because of Commissioner Briones' leadership. Her mission and her team's mission is always about student safety. And so as Dr. Killian said, anytime we call, there's an immediate response. A quick story, I had a school reach out to me the other day that's in the precinct, and they said, hey Ted, we've got some issues with some school zones and some walk paths and things like that. I could confidently say, reach out to Precinct 4, we're gonna do the same, but reach out to them, they will respond, and they did quickly, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate the leadership of Commissioner Briones and all her folks in keeping our kids safe. So thank you again. We appreciate everything you guys do for us and our kids to keep our kids safe.
So now you get to hear from some rock stars from our district, our students. So Alexis is up first, FFA, wonderful lady, and she's going to make us look really bad in our remarks.
I just wanted to thank you all again for coming here today. My name is Alexis Woodall, and I'm so honored to represent the student body at Cypress Lakes as we celebrate this amazing achievement for our community. For Cypress Lakes and our community in general, we've faced a lot of challenges with transportation, especially for the many students that do rely on walking. Well, do rely on walking as their way to and from school, and for many families, concerns about safety are a constant worry, whether it be due to the high traffic around us, the limited infrastructure, or even just uneven walking grounds. It's really easy to get hurt. A lot of our children we have a lot of fun, so we might not pay attention to the ground as we're walking with our friends. Oops. but these sidewalks, to me, are a long overdue improvement for our community, and they're not only going to help the students and keep us safe on our way to and from school, but also provide the parents with a lot of relief knowing that their children will have a secure route every day. And overall, I just wanted to thank our commissioner and our district leaders and of course the construction team that has worked so hard to put this all together for us in such a short amount of time. This was really amazing, and I'm so glad y'all allowed me to be here today. Thank you. I also wanted to announce and welcome Mr. Ron Norris.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ron Norris, and I'm a senior at Sidewalks High School. I want to start by saying how much of a blessing it is to be up here speaking to y'all for the second time. If you don't know already, I was actually doing the exact same thing earlier around March of my junior year. The only difference between now and then was one, I'm a senior now. Two, those are for the sidewalks by my school. And lastly, I had the opportunity to do an internship with Precinct 4 over the summer. During my internship, I learned what the precinct really stands for, the Triple H's, heart, hustle, and higher standards. These sidewalks greatly represent that. Getting an inside perspective on how the precinct works truly showed me how the comfort and safety of my fellow constituents are always a first priority. Being the oldest of two brothers, it brings me a sense of comfort knowing that my brothers can navigate through the community safely, whether that may be going to school or even hanging out with friends. You see, sidewalks represent so much more than lifeless concrete. Instead, they represent opportunities for kids to being able to walk to and from school safely, and people living in the surrounding communities to be able to walk with their families without any worries. And like I mentioned earlier in my speech, this is my second time doing this. The first time was for the sidewalks by my school, now we're at a different location. And that goes to show the hustle Precinct 4 has. They weren't complacent with what they had already done, but instead they kept on going, creating more opportunities for our community. Comparing the high standards Harris County Precinct 4 holds to other counties is truly a blessing. Studies have shown that about 70% of accidents involving pedestrians are due to the lack of sidewalks. There are areas where parents are worried about sending their children to school knowing that there are no sidewalks, and that is one thing the precinct was set upon eliminating. Parents should never have to worry about the safety of their children going to school, and students should never have to fear while hugging a curb on the side of the road or walking in muddy grass. Every student should have an opportunity to have a clear path to their education. So with that, I want to thank everyone who played a part in turning this idea into reality and creating a solution to this problem. Your commitment to the slogan, Heart, Hustle, and Higher Standards speaks volumes and shows the dedication to making our community a better, safer, and more welcoming place. And that is greatly appreciated. Thank you for your time.
Can we give it up for Saran and Alexis, please? Amazing. Amazing. We do have paid internships for our students every summer, and we love having our students like Saran and just the fresh ideas they bring to the work and how they push us to be better because, again, the urgency of now. Our kids are waiting. So thank you to all of the educators here. Thank you to all our law enforcement officers. Thank you to all of the Harris County team members and all of the community members. Please, let's keep uniting. Let's keep showing up together in unity and get things done. So we are always just a call, email, text away, and we're here to serve you. So again, can we please give it up for my team who will be delivering 75 miles of sidewalk. Let us keep building a safer, stronger community, one sidewalk at a time, and let's keep being the good neighbors as we are as proud Texans. So happy holidays to you and your family, and thank you again. Thanks so much. So you can always call, if you go to Harris County Commissioner Precinct 4, you can send a note through the website. There's a phone number, there's email there. So you can, and then I'd like to introduce Walter Hambrigg, our Director of Road and Bridge. And if you're on our Road and Bridge team, we have over 100 team members. They're the ones that when you submit a concern, they go take a look as soon as possible. So Walter, do you want to give some examples?
Yep, so anytime you encounter something when you're traveling or navigating throughout Precinct 4, you can go to our 311, you can go to our website. That'll connect you to our team. We generate a ticket, then we'll send a crew out to see what the situation is. Can we repair it? Does it need further investigation? Does it need engineering? And we're actively working every day, working on sidewalks, accessibility throughout the precinct.